there is a silent, exhausting war raging inside you. On one side, there is a whisper of feeling, a tug in your chest that tells you there is something more, a purpose you can't quite name. On the other side, there is the noise, the logic, the cold, analytical voice that demands to know how you will pay the bills, how you will survive the week, and why you are wasting time dreaming of things that haven't happened yet. This is the pain of the human condition. We call it anxiety, but in truth, it is a frequency mismatch. It is the friction between your soul and your mind. You feel stuck in a loop of what ifs and not enoughs, desperately seeking peace while your brain builds a fortress of fear. You are waiting for a savior, for a miracle, for a sign that things will get better. But what if I told you that the story of Christmas is not a historical event that happened out there 2,000 years ago? What if the Nativity is actually a biological and quantum map for your own awakening? Today, we are moving past the tinsel and the carols. We are diving into the alchemy of the soul. We are going to explore how the union of Mary and Joseph represents the alignment of your intuition and your resonance, how their journey is the only way to collapse the wave of infinite possibilities into the miracle you've been waiting for. In the sacred geometry of your consciousness, you carry two primary forces. Mary is your intuition. She is the soul. In the original Greek and Aramaic contexts, her essence is receptive. Mary represents the divine feminine within you, the part of you that is capable of receiving a vision from the unseen realm. She doesn't ask how, she simply says yes. In quantum physics, Mary is the wave state. She is the field of infinite potential, where everything is possible but nothing is yet solid. Joseph is your reason. He is the mind. He represents the divine masculine, the protector, the builder, the one who deals with the physical laws of the 3D world. Joseph is the particle state. He wants evidence. He wants security. Think about the biblical narrative. Joseph discovers Mary is pregnant with something he didn't create. His logical mind is in agony. He contemplates putting her away quietly. Does this sound familiar? Your soul receives an inspiration, a virgin birth of a dream, a healing, or a new version of yourself. But your mind, your Joseph, looks at the bank account, looks at the past failures, and says, "This is impossible. This is a lie. I must discard this feeling to stay safe." The war of Christmas is the struggle to convince your mind to protect what your soul has conceived. The alchemy happens when Joseph chooses to believe the angel. In your life, this is the moment your mind decides to serve your intuition instead of mocking it. When your reason, Joseph, stops arguing with your soul, Mary, and starts protecting the vision, you create a coherent field. Your heart and brain move into a state of harmony. This is the stable where the birth occurs. It's not a palace. It's a humble, grounded place of absolute surrender. The birth of Jesus is the collapse of the wave function. It is the exact mathematical moment when the unseen becomes seen, when the word is made flesh, when your internal frequency becomes so stable that the physical world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your inner light. The Star of Bethlehem is not a celestial body in the sky. It is the pineal gland, the third eye, lighting up when the two hemispheres of your brain, the logic of Joseph and the intuition of Mary, finally click into place. When this happens, you are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are an alchemist. But why the delay? Why the long journey to Bethlehem? Why the no room at the inn? Because the world, the inn, is crowded with old thoughts, social expectations, and the Joseph logic of other people. Your breakthrough requires you to go to the manger, the deepest, quietest part of your subconscious, where the ego cannot interfere. If you are feeling the weight of the world today, it is because you are trying to Joseph your way through a Mary problem. You are trying to use logic to solve a spiritual void. To birth your inner light, you must practice the alchemy of surrender. Acknowledge the conception. Listen to that quiet Mary voice in your heart. What is it telling you is possible? Don't judge it. Quiet the Joseph. Tell your analytical mind, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I am following a higher frequency now." Walk the path. The journey to Bethlehem is the daily practice of maintaining your vibration, despite what the physical inn looks like. You are a biological light generator. Your DNA is an antenna. When you align your thoughts, Joseph, and your feelings, Mary, you create a high vibrational field that literally attracts the resources, the people, and the miracles required to sustain the child, your mission on earth. The secret of Christmas is that the light of the world has always been trapped inside the darkness of the womb. The anxiety you feel is not a sign that you are failing. It is the labor pains of your old self dying so that your true, quantum self can be born. You aren't falling apart. You are being dismantled for a higher construction. Jesus said, "The eye is the lamp of the body." If your eye is single, your whole body will be full of light. In quantum terms, if your observation is focused only on the divine potential, the singularity, your entire biological expression, the body will shift into the frequency of the miraculous. You don't need the world to change for you to find peace. You need your Joseph to marry your Mary. You need your mind to fall in love with your soul. The alchemy is complete. The star is rising. The war within is over. The birth of the inner light is not a passive event. It is a choice. You have spent years allowing your Joseph to doubt and your Mary to suffer in silence. But the frequency of the world is shifting, and you are being called to shift with it. If you felt a resonance in your soul today, a quantum entanglement with this message, then the labor is over. It is time to step into your role as a co-creator of your reality. Here is your first step in this new alignment. First, subscribe to Inspired by Jesus. By joining this community, you are telling the universe that you are ready to observe a higher reality. You are choosing to feed your mind the frequencies of spirit rather than the frequencies of the world. Second, light a candle in the comments. Write the words, "I align my mind with my soul." When you type this, you are performing a physical act that anchors your spiritual intention into the 3D world. You are collapsing the wave of your intention into a declaration. And finally, share this video with one person who is currently trapped in the war within. Be the star that leads them to their own manger. Remember, the miracle isn't just that he was born. The miracle is that he can be born again every single day inside of you. Walk in light, walk in alignment, and we will see you in the next frequency.